Okay, so there's a part two because I forgot. So the whole thing was when I originally left my friends, it's just to not be a burden to her circumstances and um, go to what was feasible. I had $40. Let me go get a few nights in at this place called Cinderland. And but I ended up spending some of the money when I spent the night on the street, right, to have water and some caffeine so I could stay asleep, so I didn't fall asleep with these motherfuckers around me, patrolling, looking to take advantage of. And so, and that's I think what kind of got scary is because I was starting to doze off, even though I'd had this caffeinated drink that normally would wake me up. But all this has been a lot of stress, and so the other important part Spirit wanted me to tell you guys is the thing is Cinderland, there's a lot of dark energy there because it's, well, I can't say why, but what I my because it's easy to be there, $5, $10, and then um, it's an easy place to at least have a community. Not saying that everybody there is dark, but you know, I've been there to visit with a couple people before, visiting people that were there, this taco night that they have. And like I said, there's not like, oh, there's just no good energy, but not for someone like me who's worked so hard and I'm so receptive. And I see why Spirit doesn't want me there. It was like I was better out on the street with, you know, observing that energy and quite possibly, like I said, being there for that girl, but not that that was the focus. But me to go put my empathic, you know, energy, susceptibility over in that environment could be very detrimental to me. But it was what I had to go. And so when I sat with that, and I, you know, spoke deeper with Spirit, they're like, yeah, you can't fucking be going there, you know, and then not cussing, that's me, right? But they're like, yeah, no, you can't be going there. And as strange as it is, this is a better spot for you, but we keep you protected. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I felt protected, and thank God, you know, I felt that comfort and I have that faith. So just so you know, you gotta watch where you put your energy or who you are around, who's close to you, because it's like yesterday. So I made my way back to my friends, as I was saying, and yesterday we went to a gathering of, you know, more melanated people, and not many, but every now and then um, there's a group that throws something where we all can be around more people like us in that sense. And as I'm walking back from the restroom in the parking lot, the porta potty, this older lady stops me. She's painting over this probably electrical box that some people graffitied over, and she had all this paint out. I was like, you could help join if you want. And I'm not, at that moment my stomach was just hurting, you know, and I didn't really have an answer why it was hurting. And I other than the energy, like again, there's good energy, but my energy is only mixing with certain crowds right now, and that's clean, healthy crowds. And there's not like, they're not clean or healthy, but they're still low vibe stuff, you know. And it's hard to explain to people to understand who still want to operate highly in low vibe activities, why or how it's low vibe. But anyways, I was like, yeah, well, thank you for the invite, but I think I'm gonna go lay down for a minute. And something was like, well, let me just, this is once in a, you know, not lifetime, but a situational thing. Let me go back. There's a lot to fit, you know, she's got to finish, and ain't nobody helping him. And so it could be good for me. So I go, and it was good for me. She does art, and we had, you know, some conversation. She actually tells me about a circumstance she went through where someone put a TRO on her, and at her age, and I think she said she's 71, and it was a living situation. I was like, yeah, I was supposed to stop here and hear this woman tell me this story, because I got to relate with her. We got to just paint and let it out in the paint. And I was doing hearts, and she's like, do as many hearts as you want, you know. And as I'm painting, there was this person that has come up behind the stairs behind me, and she's just yelling, "Oh, hearts, you're painting hearts, hearts." It's just like she's babbling ridiculousness. And so because we're the ones that are right there painting. Obviously she's talking to us, and I'm like, she ain't talking to this lady who's elderly but not, youthful, like my ex, right? And spunky. And I turn around, and it's this chick that, in a sense, I had ran her off from my friend that I'm at, because we were all just hanging out. My friend took me out to dance and shake it out with her and the other friend, and I really needed that. And there was this girl, her just vibe was just snaky, and I felt her come up behind me, and she grabbed my friend's arm. But there's a story behind it, and it was like she came up in an apologetic fashion. And when friends have interest in somebody, I lose interest immediately if somebody I know has a really deep interest for somebody. I'm not that thirsty, and I don't want to cross lines with a friend. It's just like, or family, it just shuts it down. It's like, oh, okay. And this particular friend of hers doesn't have that compass, I'll say. And we were aware of it. And in my protection, I guess, of anybody in that situation, I saw her come up and start like, apologizing, stroking my friend's arm. And I turned to her and I was like, I don't think she's feeling that. And if she was paying attention to my friend, she would know my friend wasn't feeling that. And then she stopped and she immediately let go. So that already told me, like, she knows what she's up to. And so then the girl, eventually, me and my friend are looking at each other like, and my friend's like, I can't believe you. I'm like, well, I can't believe you. I don't know what to do. That's telepathically like, what the fuck, And then the other friend we was with interjects with, oh, I like your bracelets. It's like just to break the energy. And man, it's just something out of a fucking comedy movie in a moment in time. And but at least the girl turned to me. But it seems like the type that tries to hypnotize with her eyes. And I'm not the one. I don't really have an addictive personality at all to people and or substances. But people be trying me. And I realize that out here, there be people really trying to hypnotize you. And not just like with their eyes. I mean, like tapping you and shit. And I've seen people do that to me. And then they look like, oh my God, it didn't work on her. And I'm like, and then one guy, he would hug me and pounce me with his chest and be like, ah. And I would notice he wouldn't do that with nobody else. And I finally called him on. I was like, I don't like the energy exchange with you. And anyways, I got this girl yelling like an idiot at our age. And I'm like, are we in grade school? You trying to get or middle school? You trying to come on to me? Like that type of word bullying, which I didn't even know that people would do that. People would bully me, but it seemed like they liked me, but they were really bullying me. Not like a friend that gave you a hard time. And so my twin sister, like, it's because they like you. And I'm like, that ain't the way to fucking show me. This is me as a kid going through this. And now I got this lady doing it behind me. And then I got the experience in the jail. I got the experience that was at home. And it's just amazing what women, okay, they're grown, but they're not here. They're not here out of choice. The babble comments and shit that they make that's not even connected. It's just energy they throwing at you. And that's what I pay attention to, because their words don't make sense. And what I noticed is she was trying to get I feel like, creep closer to me at this gathering. And it wasn't working. And, I have very strong ability. So I could tell when people way far away are looking and focused on me. And I had seen that when we first got there, only because I felt it so strongly. And I was like, dang, oh, she's like into me. Interesting. Or she just likes a challenge. But she looks like anybody would run through her, to be honest. Like, she run through everybody and she'll let people run through her. Like, bad sexual energy. And I turn around, and all I could do is turn back around and continue painting my hearts and making this box that was not like pretty graffiti. It was pretty ugly. beautiful again. And we got a lot of compliments of people passing and thanking us for doing it. And so, Roundabout Way had some really special moments amongst some real crazy toxicity. Um, but it showed me like why, I have this gonna have this extreme reservation right now, because these women, they're just waiting to put their toxic energy in me one way or another. No matter what you doing good out here. Like, I'm doing something positive and this chick wants to, you know, do that. But what she did say when she grabbed my friend's arm, and I said, yeah, I don't think she's feeling that. And she was like, what? I said, I don't think she is feeling that. And then so she, assessed the energy I feel with my friend. And then my friend's like, yeah, you know what, let's go have a talk. And a friend took her aside and they talked to share the information that she had shared with me and our other friend about this lady, and bring some clarity to the situation. And my friend's not confrontational at all either, so that's why the situation went down the way it is. And so I would also say, everybody stay true to your true colors. If people are not, you don't want them touching you, don't have them touch you. Don't extend your energy. Watch who's trying to attach to your energy, because their energy is still going to get in you, and you got to dissipate it out. But also how they move, how they think. If you're not somebody strong, like I would say myself, because even myself, boy, man, this devil energy can jump on you. I'm not saying you become it, but it's a lot to transmute it. So be careful your circles, especially right now. That's what I would say is first sign of a red flag. Man, wave that white one for yourself in the spirits and let them know, hey, I need up out of here, and I'm gonna do whatever I can, and sensibly, and following you and following faith, and just put your faith that you'll be protected, and all your energy that you will be protected, not that you will be harmed, not that you will be in a deficit. It's like, don't be cuckoo and lie to yourself, but speak positivity into your existence so it can flow back into your existence. And I leave it there. Peace. So much love and blessings. Oh, love you guys.